Okay guys, last week I received a message that probably looks familiar to many of you, and it went something like this. Hello, dear seller. I took a look at your Etsy shop and might I say, wow, your products look very nice. It's too bad they're not using trending keywords. With my help, I can get your items on page 1 of Etsy search. What do you say? I say hell to the no, and there are so many things wrong with this interaction that the red flags are probably pretty darn obvious. You know, primarily the fact that I'm literally the biggest Etsy SEO coach in the world, but this isn't just about identifying sketchy messages in your inbox. There are tons of videos here on YouTube that promise page 1 rank, as well as freelancers who offer these services for a hefty fee. And sellers do ask me about these services pretty frequently, more specifically if they're worth it. So today I've decided to just blow the cover on this whole scammy SEO operation by helping you to understand why these people are lying to you, why you should literally ignore anyone who uses the phrase page 1 rank, and how to actually identify which of your listings need help. For those who are new here, my name is Starla, founder of the Handmade Alpha Academy for Etsy sellers and manager at erank.com, Etsy's most popular SEO tool. And let me tell you, SEO has changed a lot over the years. So when I hear so-called Etsy SEO experts still clinging to outdated terms or totally incorrect explanations of how Etsy's algorithm works, I immediately go on red alert. Especially when they're out here promising sellers that they can rank on page 1. Can you rank on Etsy? Yes. Can you land on page 1? Technically, yes. But not with magical formulas or overhyped hacks. And hopefully by the end of this video, you'll be equipped to outsmart the SEO scammers who assume that you don't know any better. Because here's the thing, a lot of them target vulnerable sellers, especially newbies or older sellers who are just trying to learn, which is super uncool. And that's exactly why I teach Etsy SEO for free right here on my channel, so that no seller gets left behind. To understand ranking on Etsy, you've got to understand Etsy's algorithm, because what the scammers don't want you to know is that success on Etsy isn't just about keywords. Some ranking factors are public. Others are more hush-hush, but Etsy does tell us about 7 specific things that they use to rank listings. And if you want to dive into those, I'll link a free course up here that breaks them all down. But there's one that matters most in this conversation: personalization. A few years back, sellers could open up Etsy, type in a keyword, and check what page their listing was on. Easy peasy, right? But then Etsy evolved. Now each shopper gets a personalized experience based on their location, past searches, and purchase history thanks to machine learning. This means what you see in Etsy search isn't what your customer sees. And no, logging out, going incognito, or using a VPN does not remove personalization. That's a myth, which brings me to a big red flag. As someone who manages customer success at the biggest Etsy SEO tool on the planet, I get emails every week from sellers who have been scammed by so-called SEO specialists claiming that they'll get them on page 1. And honestly, I get 5 to 10 DMs a week from people who took a look at my shop and who want to fix my SEO. Pookie, sweetie, baby girl, stop. I get it, we all want easy answers, but Etsy doesn't have a magic success button, and anyone who says that they do probably doesn't have your best interest in mind, which is why you need to be cautious of any coach or course that promises page 1 ranking on Etsy. On the flip side though, there's another common myth: that ranking doesn't matter at all, or that tools like rank checkers are useless. That's also false. You just have to know what you're using them for. Think of it like this: you wouldn't use a hammer to brew a latte, right? And you'd be a silly goose to assume that a hammer is a useless tool simply because you used it incorrectly. So don't expect a rank checker to solve problems it wasn't built for. Here's how to use a rank checker the right way. Pick a long tail keyword from one of your listings. Not something generic like mug, but something specific like tabby cat mug. Then head over to eRank. Go to the rank checker tool and type in your keyword. You'll get your current page rank and your listing's position on that page before Etsy applies its unique layer of personalization. And this data comes directly from Etsy's actual API, meaning it's clean, reliable data. Think of it like Etsy search, but stripped of bias. If your listing is showing up on pages 1, 2, or even 3 for that keyword, congrats! Your SEO is doing something right. And if that listing isn't selling, you now know that there may be different issues, like your photos or your pricing. But if your listing is buried way back on page 20 and it's not making any sales, that's when it's time to start optimizing. The rank checker is an amazing way to see which of your listings need help the most. But hey, don't forget my Etsy SEO golden rule. Never change the tags or title of a listing that's already performing well. You never know what keyword Etsy is actually ranking you for. Messing with a high-performing listing is like trying to fix a car that's already winning the race. And you risk lowering your rank, as well as your traffic. These days, anyone with a ring light and a TikTok account can claim to be an expert. They sound confident, they look legit, but credentials matter. So always vet the advice that you're getting, especially if they're making promises that seem a little too perfect. For example, some SEO specialists will work on your listings, then claim credit when your product ranks. But in reality, new Etsy listings get a temporary boost in search so Etsy can collect shopper data, and that boost can last up to 90 days. So your listing may rank not because they did anything great, but just because Etsy gave it a natural push. And these scammers assume you don't know that, which is how these scammers end up generating so many good reviews on platforms like Fiverr. Meanwhile, by the time your rank drops back down, they're long gone. Or worse, they're trying to sell you another overpriced fix because suddenly your rank is dropping and they've made it seem like they have the golden solution. I know Etsy SEO can feel overwhelming. If it were easy, everyone would be successful. But that's why I'm here, to help you understand Etsy's algorithm using actual data, not fake hacks or shady promises. And if you're still struggling with SEO after this video, I'll also have a link to my free SEO ebooks in the description, which will help you to understand how Etsy's algorithm works. I also include a free workbook to help get you in the habit of tracking performance, removing underperforming keywords, and monitoring your growth. Or if you want full support with your shop with step-by-step training, personal guidance, and lifetime access to my help, I'm actually about to open my coaching program for the first time in 6 months, and only for 10 days. Unlike most quick Etsy crash courses, the Handmade Alpha Academy follows a step-by-step curriculum based on consumer psychology, neuromarketing, and real Etsy shopper behavior. No matter how big or small your business is, HAA is designed to help you grow by teaching you how to define your target audience, how to optimize your shop and marketing to attract that ideal customer, and how to build a perpetual traffic funnel that will allow you to drive customers to your shop, even during slow seasons. And this season, we're offering major incentives to new students, including 1 year of eRank Pro, annual access to our Alpha Holiday Bootcamp, and the Product Photography Essentials Workshop by Coach Christina Nicole. Not to mention, HAA includes a 30-day, zero questions asked money-back guarantee. If you get inside and don't absolutely love the program, we'll refund you in full. If this sounds like something that you may be interested in checking out for your own business, be sure to visit the link up here and in the description down below where you can check out our success stories and the class curriculum. Until next time, Pookie.